Happy FriYAY!
Happy FriYAY!
That was so enthusiastic, sorry.
I don't know if I'm quite at your level today.
It's a little too rainy to be that
I'm
excited.
sorry. I'm in a great mood today, and I know that my message to our whole team this morning was probably a bit much for like 7:30 in the morning on such a rainy day, but hey, it's okay. I've got enough energy for everyone today. Welcome to 5 Minute-ish FriYAY, and it is episode number 79, and we have Michael here with us today. Hello, Michael.
Hello. I'm happy to be here.
I'm so excited that you're joining us for your first FriYAY. Woohoo!
I feel like we need a chair and a spotlight.
So those of you who may not be familiar, Michael is our multimedia coordinator on our team. Been with us for, I don't know, how long has it been now? About
July?
Yeah, so
Is that 8 months? 7 months?
8 months? Really?
Yeah.
Already? I don't know. It's gone so fast. But so his forte, he has a really good background covering a lot of different parts of marketing, a lot of great experience across the board, but particularly I really like to push video with him in particular. But he has some great information to share today, so I'm super excited to hear what you have to say about this whole inverted pyramid thing.
Yeah, so I'll give kind of like a little bit of background information on the inverted pyramid. It's something I learned in college from one of my favorite professors, Dr. Emil Hines. It's a journalism idea, which doesn't sound like it really goes with marketing, but we'll get into that. So the idea is whenever you're telling a story in a newspaper, you start with all the information you need to know. So if I'm writing a story on the new Apple iPhone, and I'm writing the story from the angle of, here's all the new features of the Apple iPhone, my lead might be 2 sentences about the Apple iPhone 14, or whatever number we're on now, has a core processor that does X, Y, and Z and can take this quality of photos, because that's what you want to know. And then as we go throughout the story, I get more and more specific. So I talk about what the core processor does. I talk about why you want a camera with that many, that high of a quality. And so that way, no matter where you leave off from my story, you know exactly what I was talking about. If you read the first 2 sentences, you know that I was talking about the features of the new iPhone. It's not like I'm going to start with, oh, this new camera on the iPhone does 1080 pixels and is amazing. You don't know that I'm going to go in and talk about the core processor of the iPhone if I start that way. And so you're missing out on some of the content. And so
how is that relevant in the marketing world then?
That's exactly what I was about to say. So anytime you create content for marketing, you have to make sure that people know exactly what you're talking about immediately, because people do not care. After about 5 seconds of a video, people are going to click off if they're uninterested. And so you want to make sure on the video, if it's going to be a 30-second ad, if they click off and skip after 5 seconds, they should still know who you are and what you do. If you make an infographic, same thing. The first, big picture should tell you almost everything you need to know. It's super important you get that stuff out there early.
Yeah, so what other kinds of pieces of marketing collateral is this relevant to? You mentioned infographics, and I like being able to think about all the different kinds of things we can do and how it's relevant to those.
Yeah, so I mentioned video and infographics, but it works for everything. So product photography, this one almost seems like it wouldn't be relevant, but typically when you do product photography, you have a couple different pictures. Yes, you're our product photography expert.
As an infographic person and a product photography, I concur.
Yes. If you're going to take 10 pictures of a product to feature, you want your first one to give you all the information you need to know and the rest of them be specific. So if you think about an Amazon product picture, the first one shows you what the product looks like and in use. And then the next one might show you the box. The next one could show you the instructions on how to set it up. And so you're starting really broad and getting more specific. That way people know what they're expecting.
Exactly, and the same way works with all of your social media graphics. So you announce your sale, you have all of the information, and then you can throw in those other little tiny tidbits about your sale. IG stories, for one, is a good example. You can kind of hone that down.
Another great example, and people kind of look over this when doing marketing, is drip campaigns. So your first email in a drip campaign should not be, I want you to come back, and you need to come back for X, Y, and Z. Your first email should be, hey, you did this session with us, or you bought this product with us. How did you like it? It can be as simple as that. And then you get narrower if they're not responding and say things like, hey, we really miss you. We hope you come back for another session or you buy another product. And then your last one could be super specific of, hey, you bought X, Y, and Z last time you were here, or purchased X, Y, and Z service. What'd you think? Do you think it's something you want to do again? We can give you this discount to come back. And it's still following that inverted pyramid of starting really broad and kind of narrowing down and still giving you all the content you need in every single message.
I love this so much. And Michael and I were talking, was it last week? No, the week before. We were sitting down and talking a little bit. And you brought this up because I said, I think I want to do some video work for Create Captivate of some little ads and things like that. And so I was like, but I don't know what to talk about. Like, how do we take our 24 plus services and put those into a 1.5 minute, 2 minute long video and keep people's attention? And so you brought that up and I was like, what is this? Tell me more. Educate me.
Yeah, and this is kind of where it stretches a little bit from the original intent of the inverted pyramid, but you can use it to plan things. And that's what we were doing, is we were taking, our broadest topic, and we'll just pick one here, digital marketing. That's a huge topic. Making a video on that, I could talk about
like
many
series.
Things. Exactly.
Right.
And then, narrow it down one. So we did social media when we were discussing. Yep. And then I said, okay, break down social media into a smaller topic that's really important. We decided on strategy.
Strategy, yep.
And then we broke strategy down. And I was like, you could make a video on all of these, or you could make one video that starts with digital marketing and goes down all the way to whatever we end up on. And so that's kind of how you can use it to plan not just digital marketing, but anything you're doing and making sure you're getting the best information front and center, and then getting more specific as you go. Because the people that are interested are going to stay tuned. They're going to want more. They're going to read more of your newsletter, watch more of your video, whatever it is. And if they aren't interested, you want to make sure that if they ever become interested, they know exactly what you were going to talk about and they'll come back.
Yeah, it's just about keeping people's attention and keeping them coming back for more and more. So I'm going to check comments here. I see that we've had quite a few people watching and commenting, so I'm going to come up nice and close for a second. And just see what kind of comments we've got. So, all right, Teresa's watching. She says, happy Friday, friend. Sandra Christian is watching. Happy FriYAY, Sandra. We'll be seeing you on our consult here in a little bit. And then we've got Michelle with South Bay says, hi, Michael. Saw your debut on BizConnect this morning. Glad to see you made it to the big screen. So we had Michael jump on our weekly BizConnect member call with that whole group, and I let him introduce us during our event sponsor spotlight. And Brianna, oh, hey, Brianna, I haven't seen you in a long time. And Chance is watching too. So if you guys have questions about anything about your specific business and how this might be relevant to what you're doing, drop those in the comments and we will answer it on the spot here for you. So throw whatever you've got our way. But I love this. I don't know. I'm like, ooh, can we make a fun little worksheet that helps people break down these topics? That might be really good for our workbook that's coming out.
I'm working on it.
So many fun ideas.
I think the inverted pyramid is such a hard thing to get right, but if you do it right, it can be used in almost anything you do and help you make sure you're focusing on the right things. So it's a really important thing to learn if you're going to do your own business.
Yeah. Oh, I hear Laura. Hi, Laura.
I like the little creep.
She's creep walking back there to her art studio. Which, if you guys can see, shout out to Laura in the Sometimes Gallery. Mm-hmm. She has a ton of beautiful artwork that she is having a pop up for this weekend. You can find that information on Facebook, the Sometimes Gallery page. It is only open sometimes, and you have to watch social media to know when that sometimes might be. But I know she has a big art show she's prepping for, and you can see her pretty work behind us and to the side of us, and really in every direction that you look up here. Oh yeah, she's carrying some right there. There we go. Look at that. Oh, it looks like we've got some more comments. So let me check this. South Bay offers so many services, so I like how you explained how to break it down to the target audience. Yeah, when you've got like a service-based company, and like I said, like with us, through our website redesign, it's gonna launch in the next few days, dang it. But when we went through that process, I knew that we had like a very comprehensive approach to marketing and design, but 24 core services. So how do you decide what the heck to say when you've got that much going on?
Yeah, and it's, that's the $1 million question, is how do you present your information to the world in a good way? But like we've said, it's important to put that, the biggest piece of information first, because if I'm somebody who's, I'm mildly interested in Create Captivate services, I might only read the first paragraph on the page. Whereas if I'm somebody who's extremely interested, I'm going to read it all.
Yeah.
And so both of those people need different types of information. And so the person that's, just looking at the first paragraph needs to know everything they need to know, whereas the person who's super interested in this stuff wants to know all the details and all the nuts and bolts of it. And so you need both.
Yeah.
I need to make sure you've organized it for those people as well.
So how do you handle that in a video format?
Yeah, so it's exactly the same as you would handle if you're writing content and when you're writing your ad. So everyone on Facebook gets ads for videos, or YouTube gets ads for videos, and you can skip them after 5 seconds. And we've all seen those ads that we've skipped after 5 seconds and gone, I have no idea what that ad was for, out of my brain forever. But then there's also ads that are like Doritos ads, where the first thing you see is a triangle, and they go, you don't even need to know what logo this is. This is Doritos, and that's the whole ad. The rest of it's just, here's the different flavors you can get. I don't need to see that, but now if I skip the ad, I'm thinking about Doritos. I might go to Harris Teeter and buy Doritos. So,
Sure.
Oh my gosh, do I have time today to stop and get some Doritos?
I know, I really want Doritos.
they should be paying me for this promotion.
They
Right.
should.
The real
Do you
question
wanna
is, are you a red or blue fan?
Both. They're both good.
Oh yeah.
No, blue only. I don't like
No,
Really?
they're both good.
No, I'm not a picky eater, but I just don't. I'm not a fan of red.
Do you like the purple, the spicy one? That's the best.
Those are pretty good.
Have that.
Oh yeah, those are good too.
I don't know. We don't have Doritos a lot in my house.
Let's take a poll. What's your favorite Dorito flavor? Leave it in the
I'm
comments.
a barbecue, a dill pickle, or a jalapeno gal for chips.
See, I'm good with the barbecue and the jalapeno. Don't know
So,
about dill pickle.
I love dill pickle chips.
Pickle chips are the best.
Yeah.
South Bay, Michelle says, cameras, phones, intrusion, fire alarms, structured cabling, and of course we would want to mention great staff and great customer service. Michael, you have your work cut out for when you create our video. Shizuka says Team Blue, so she's with you, Kara.
No.
It's a tie. Someone break this tie. You know what's funny? My mom does not like blue at all. And so when she gets the little snacky bag packs with all the multi-flavors, she sends them. She will save them all the Cool Ranch ones, and she will ship them to me in the box.
I love her.
She's gonna watch this later, so
Oh, there you go.
Beth, you're amazing, and I love you.
I love it.
Keep sending me chips.
I love chips. Chips and sweet potato
I'm almost
chips.
40, and my mom still sends me care packages.
There's nothing
so.
wrong with
I know,
that.
I got one delivered.
I'm an
at
only
house today
child.
from my mom.
Oh, that's cute.
I got my shirt from my mom.
Michelle with South Bay, yeah, when Michael gets to create a video, he's gonna have a lot of fun breaking all of that down, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of practice areas that you guys have, or not practice areas, service areas and that kind of stuff. So it'll be an interesting challenge. So
But
I'm excited for it.
Getting some practice with some other projects and getting a little familiar with what they do first. So, so yeah, it'll be a good time. So, all right, guys, I think that's it for today. If you don't have any comments or any further questions for us, we are gonna dip out of here. We've got consults galore this afternoon, so I'm gonna take this energy elsewhere. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Michael, for joining us. Kara, as always. And we will see you guys next week.